Brent. All right, everybody's favorite villain, the guy you guys love to hate. Let's bring him up. Brent, how
Hi.
are you?
Good.
Just the person I wanted to talk to tonight, man. It's been a lot of crazy things going on. Oh man, you clipping? Goddamn, where you at? You out at like some restaurant or something?
Shopping center, yeah.
All right, so you've been on the channel for about what, 2 years now?
I think so, yeah. Since the day one.
Okay, since day one, and you've dealt with a lot here. Have you? Do you feel like people have made fun of you on the channel?
It's to be expected on social media. People tell me not to go on your channel. They're well intentioned. They say don't go on Henry's channel because every time they don't want to listen to what you have to say. And my response to that is, and I understand where they're coming from, but at the same time, when you interact on social media, it's entertainment. And when certain channels push certain narratives, like this channel is pushing a pro JDF narrative, you have to expect some sort of reaction.
Okay.
And yeah, so this channel is pro JDF. We'll just say it's a narrative, and you have to expect a certain reaction when you say certain things. Now, there are a few people where I was caught off guard, but due to my expectation levels, I was able to handle some pretty surprising discussions, and that just comes to the territory of interacting on social media. If some of the interactions I've had on this channel were to happen in other contexts, like um, in like a business meeting or in public, then I would certainly have a different reaction. But when it comes to social media, you have to expect ad hominem when people can't discuss your what you're arguing, or for people like yourself to cater to try to put balance in the discussion, to push to say certain things, to maintain balance, to grow your channel, to do those type of things. And it's to be expected. So I don't take it personally when you say certain things, when I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, Henry would not say this in a business meeting. He wouldn't say this in a context where if for 100 people in public were to be brought together, he wouldn't be saying those things, but he has to say certain things to maintain his channel, to maintain his popularity. And I understand that. So I don't take it personally.
Wait,
It's
wait,
just
wait,
part of
wait.
the
So
territory.
you think I say things just to maintain popularity, or you don't?
Absolutely, yeah.
You don't think I say my
Like
true feelings?
you do say your true feelings. I do, but you say certain things to maintain your popularity with your audience. And I don't take it personally. I just feel like other channels do this as well. You're not the only one, and you have a right to, because as a YouTube channel, you have a right to have a bias,
Okay.
and you're not the only one. So I don't take it personally. And you know what I'm talking about. So it's just part of social media. So that's why I don't complain to you. I don't go crying, oh, this person said this person this. It's because I come with an expectation that there's a certain level of audience, a certain level of bias that you have to expect when it comes to social media. So that's
Okay.
why you don't hear me complaining. So
And this is true, guys. Brent has never messaged me about anything that anyone has said to him per se. Not even when he was quote unquote threatened with violence per se. And you know what? I've come to appreciate that, because as of lately, there has been some soft behavior going on Discord. You be on Discord, don't you, Brent?
I used to go on there because I like to go on Reddit, because sometimes when you're at sporting events, they're giving out free tickets. People can't go, and I take full advantage. So I've gone free tickets, people giving out free tickets, because I'm on Reddit randomly,
I say
and I go on.
Discord. I said Discord.
Yeah, Discord as well. Some occasionally there's like promotions or whatever, and I take advantage. Sometimes I go on there just to have discussions.
Let me be more
And one time I was at Power Morphicon.
okay.
I was literally on Discord, and someone took a picture of me and posted it while I was looking on the Power Rangers Discord, and it was hilarious. I looked to to the side, and the people that were in the picture were literally in the same position, and I saw people moving. I couldn't tell who took the picture because there were people moving, so I couldn't tell who it was. But it was just so hilarious. When I was walking, the picture disappeared. I was like, it was just hilarious.
So you would say you get trolled a lot, you get memed a lot.
I do.
Okay,
I do.
And how does that impact you any way, shape, or form?
It's too. I come to social media with that expectation because I view your channel is a great entertainment, and some of the things I take objection to because I go to cons, and what is said on your channel does have an impact. Words matter, so
Okay.
that's why. And it's not just drama. It's not just people want to say Henry's drama, whatever, but what is said on your channel matters.
Okay,
In
let's
the
keep it going.
content. Yeah.
Someone said, question for Brent. Karen Ashley or David Yo stranded on an island for 30 days. Pick one. And that's from my man Jamal Breezy.
Karen Ashley, because
Go ahead.
why? Because what Karen did was, I think Geek Culture 101, he might be in the chat. I don't know if he still is. He witnessed in person how I was treated. It was a horrible experience, but I could take people's being mean. Like Karen, she started shouting at me on the con floor. I mean, that reflects poorly on her part. As a con owner, you would expect better behavior. But the difference between what she did and what David Yost did was, first of all, she wasn't one of my favorite. I mean, David Yost, I saw him wearing blue, and that was one of the reasons why my favorite color is blue. And it's kind of like what he did. At least Karen had the guts to say it to my face.
Ooh,
David Yost was a coward. Was a coward who hid behind security to talk to me. And he said it was non-threatening. They were just wearing kilts. Okay, David. If it was just such a non-threatening situation, you should talk to me in person. So I would take Karen because at least with her, she's acting on emotion. Whereas David, it was very calculated because he knew there would be people on your channel who would say, "Oh, David didn't do anything himself. We should blame security because they acted wrong. He didn't do anything." I'm like, no, but David has to take responsibility for asking security to do what they did. So David knows knows the fan base, and he knew. But Karen acted on emotion, and I feel like we'd be able to quote unquote kiss and make up in the future. And I know that's a line from the movie, so I feel like if I were to choose one, it'd be her. Even though how her friend treated her friend Christy, her behavior was terrible. I feel like they were acting on emotion, whereas David, it was very calculated and very very manipulated on his part what he did. Okay. And so it'd be Karen for sure.
What David did, would you consider that as the phrase you coined, soft behavior?
Oh, absolutely. All you have to do is ask me, please delete the video. I would have done it easily. Okay. Give me a refund, and I would have deleted the video, and then I probably would have seen him at another con. It would have bought more stuff.
Now, what do you say to the fact that I have went on the record in front of 10,000 people and said you are the toughest person to ever come on my channel for everything you deal with, not just on the channel, but in the comment section. You come to Discord, everyone's making fun of you. Do you feel like, well, I think you are the toughest person, considering I know other people who take offense and get their panties in a bunch about things that are said on the internet, but not you. How does that feel, knowing that you have been the toughest person to come on the channel?
This channel is called Henry Resilient, not Henry Snowflake. And I've heard people on this channel, they're like, let it go. I think Sound Uraka, let it go. People on your, they're like, let it go. And the thing is, your channel has reach because you're charismatic, you're engaging. I believe I like your channel despite heavy objections to some of the people I've spoken with on your channel. I continue to call on because I feel like you're willing to talk about the topics that people are quote unquote too above to discuss. And I feel like the topics you're discussing are relevant to a certain degree in the entertainment sphere, the quote unquote gossip sphere. What you discuss about Zachary Taylor, nobody would cover Zachary Taylor McGinnis.
No.
No, nobody. And I know you cover it because again, it's a pro JRDF narrative.
No, I cover all Power Ranger news. I don't cover
right, but
negative.
But you're more quick to discuss about it because it's defending JDF. But to me, I view it as taking a stand against BS behavior in the entertainment industry where anything goes. And we as fans, we're not going to put up with that nonsense. If Tweet Trang was alive and she was represented by Zachary McGinnis, I would talk to her and say, don't be represented by him. But if she continue to be represented by him, I would not buy anything from her. That is the stance I'm willing to take because fans are sick and tired of Zachary Taylor McGinnis. And Daniel Logan told me that us fans, the stance we took made an impact because he probably has access to data or whatever that we don't know about, and he says that it's working. So nobody else was willing to discuss that.
Now here's the thing.
That's what,
when it comes to JDF, why did I cover it? Because it was breaking news, it's Power Ranger news. I cover good and bad, especially when it comes to JDF. It's no like, well, we're gonna sugarcoat it. I covered the affair, I covered the drug use, I covered pretty much everything. I didn't specifically hide anything from it. Because I have a theory, no one gets a free pass. No one gets a free pass. As you see with Hunter Deno, but lately this guy is back in the news. Have you seen this? Are you familiar with this?
Well, I was watching your stream, and there's not much I know about Jacob Frank. I've heard that recording before. I think you've played it before in another, but people have heard it, so it's kind of like, it's God. I mean, but all I know about Jacob Frank is that he went to a con that I went to, and Scott let him in, and I think Scott stands with him, and because and he was at Power Morphicon. I think he was hanging out over there. I wasn't in that area in particular, but yeah, I mean.
So if I was covering, everything JDF, wouldn't I like sweep this under the rug? Would I not bring this up?
You seem to favor Genna, Frank. I'm just going to be quote unquote Frank. And
I don't know. There was nothing like necessarily groundbreaking other than like her saying like, everything belongs to me, that one blip.
Yeah.
Which I did cover. I mean, I brought it up. I never clipped it per se. I never clipped it. But she stays low key. She's not sending me recordings of her talking about she got abused and then taking a picture with her abuser or anything like that. I think Genna, I think everyone's genuinely rooting for Genna, maybe to make it per se. Whereas like Sky and Jacob, their path is pretty much set. Pretty much set. But there's been an insurgence of softness I've been noticing. I'll be like, God damn, man. If Brent can come up here, they meme you, they talk about you, people call you names, and you still come up. And even after this, sometimes you'll be on Discord and voice chat, and everyone's talking the same shit, and you still here with no complaints. You never message me or anything like that. And I'm like, wow, if people could just be more like Brent and just stand on business and not be soft, I think the world would be a better place, man. I really do.
Oh, thank you.
This is me giving you your flowers the first and last time. So make sure you guys take notes, take heed. This only came up just because this week I'm like, what the fuck? Is something in the water? Everyone going soft on me or something? I don't know.
Right.
So anything else you want to contribute to the night about the how about Hunter Deno? Are you gonna stop? Are you gonna not bid on her outfit? We know you got millions of dollars, but are you not gonna bid on Hunter Deno's outfit in hopes that she should get it? Any thoughts on that?
She when she joined the show, she knew that she might not get her suit back, and I know that's just the reality of being part of the show. That's a small price to pay for fame, not getting certain things, and telling people not to bid. I think that's not realistic.
Well, they didn't
That
say not to bid. They just said, "Hey, you
be
shouldn't bid
nice.
on the be nice." Your boy Scott
You know what
said,
they're gonna do once they get that suit? They charge the fans
"Oh,
extra when they wear the suit,
a
and it's
hundred
kind of.
percent."
And let's say if someone else were to bid it, and they were to show up to a con and say Hunter or someone else, I want a picture. They'll be like, oh, it's $80. I'm like, even with them, so it's kind of like I don't know, and it seems like a lot of these Ranger actors, a lot of them, you don't know who they really are. Like a year ago, if you asked me if David Yost was a nice person, I'd be like, oh yeah, he seems nice.
Okay.
You
Chef
know,
Maku said, "Hey, he may be you. He said you full of ish, but he doesn't hate you. Remember, he said he thinks you full of shit." Chef Maku, when he came up, you may not remember. Thank you, Chef man. Appreciate the dono. But you are absolutely right. That's all. All I see it is as a way to charge fans more for pictures.
right? I mean, that's just how they need to make money. The show was a low paying show,
Okay.
and Scott, I mean, be nice. So if someone buys it and wants to hang it in their living room, are you gonna say, oh, they're selfish, blah 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 blah? I mean,
Now, here's the thing, Ren. Scott wants everyone to have these pictures so everyone could flock to Power Morphicon to take pictures with their favorite Power Ranger in their actual suit. Now,
mhm.
Dust said, "Will you bid on the David Yost Ranger suit so that he doesn't get it?"
Oh boy, David Yost. No, I
Well,
mean,
well,
he's is it being bid? Is his real suit? Is it being auctioned off?
damn straight it is.
The real one, the one that he wore on the show.
Yes.
How much is it being bid for?
Bidding starts on the 18th. We know you got it, but would you bid on it?
Absolutely not.
Can you separate
Um,
the character from the actor?
well, I wouldn't have bought it anyway, even if I liked them, because I feel like it's not something I'd really want to keep, because kind of like someone else could buy it and it's too expensive. So,
You never know. Okay, it's probably gonna go for like at least 10,000.
right,
And
right.
Francis said, yes, they will definitely make a profit out that suit if they purchase them. They'll be at
Mhm.
every con in the suit. Hey, you want me in the suit or out the suit? 50 or 70 for out the suit, 100 for in the suit. All that good
Mhm.
stuff, man. All that good
Right,
stuff.
of course.
But
I mean,
no lie, man. I do appreciate you for not being soft, man. I know I give you a lot of shit, but I can
I
never.
do I understand you're trying to grow. I say, and people who message me, they're like, "Why do you go on that channel? Henry's playing dumb." I'm like,
What the
Henry, you know what I'm talking about. Like, let's just
hell?
come on, Henry,
When do
you
I play
know.
dumb? When do I play dumb?
Mhm.
I may ask you
Mhm.
your opinion, but I never play dumb per se.
God. And there's some ninja watchers. They're gonna message me like, "Oh, Brett, you called him out," and
Now,
you
those
know,
are the real soft behavior because they look to you to do the stuff that they won't
right?
do.
Yeah, I mean, right, and it's entertainment, and I understand it, but it's a mutual relationship. You use, I don't want to say use, but every viewer that comes up is contributing to the channel, helping it grow. Sean Ria, me, Francis, Drew Danger. I object to a lot of what they say, but they do contribute to your viewership, and you're able to just a dumb video about quote unquote me taking things out of context. You know that video is BS, but
Shit,
it
I didn't
gets
know
more
Henry was
views than
this
six
big.
people. 6 prominent content creators having a mega stream. Speaks to the volume, and their work is excellent. Unworthy Productions, they're doing great work. Legacy of Nerd, he's doing great things, but the thing is, the viewership is unfortunately not there because people look to drama. People look to, oh, Brent lied. You know that video you made is a bunch of bullshit.
You
But
think
it's
so? The guy
absolutely
called you a liar. I don't know what to tell you.
no, but
And
you know I didn't lie.
You omitted that you didn't say my
But
name.
right, but that did not change the meaning of what I said, and you know it, Henry. And I'm willing to stand on business, and I'm willing to argue that because you're trying to appeal to your audience, and it's working. Your channel is growing. People like Karen Ashley cares about what you say.
Okay.
Austin St. John, Walter, they all care. David Yost, he used your channel as part of his dispute. Your channel is growing, and it's the way you do things, whether I agree with it or not. And I disagree with a lot of it, and it's because you're willing to appeal to your audience, and
look, guys, I
you
don't
know
try
how
to
to do
appeal
it.
to y'all. Don't believe Brent. I don't try to
Oh,
appeal to you guys. I just tell y'all how I goddamn feel. And if y'all rock with it, cool. If you don't rock with it. Obviously, some people who don't rock with it that message Brent and be like, "Good job, Brent," but they
No,
won't.
but a lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, Brent took things out of context." Oh yeah, so when I went to Ranger Stop, they have to tell them how many times I went to the bathroom. Okay,
I
Henry.
saw you put that.
Okay, I might have left something out of context.
Or how many times, or who I talked to. I mentioned Henry's name. Oh my God. You know
Well,
that's a bunch of
that
BS, Henry.
everyone seems to think you may have spooked David Yost in mentioning my name. Like you've
Oh, I
mentioned.
spooked. Oh, boo-hoo. And people are gonna they say my credibility is ruined. Like, what happens? What do they not believe? If I found the tape miraculously, and a miracle happened that I found the deleted footage where it shows that I asked David, "Can I ask you about a situation on social media where your 2 co-stars talked about you guys walking off, and he agreed?" Do I need to pull that footage to people to believe me? Would they believe me then, or would they say, "Oh, there's more context. The video evidence is not enough"? With those people, it'll never be enough.
Hey,
And
if you found that tape or him agreeing to that, I don't know, man. It may sway some people, it may not.
it may not. They might
So-
say you're out of line for even asking that question, even if he agreed. Then those people, even if brought the footage, it wouldn't make a difference to them.
Okay.
I'll just tell them right now, we can agree or disagree because that's what happened. And if you don't like what I did, then we have to agree or disagree.
I know.
But if people are looking for, yeah,
I think you won a lot of people over when you was like, when people was like, "Oh, you left this out, you left that." You was just like, "Okay, so what? Okay, so
yeah.
what?"
Okay, so what?
So, but the footage would definitely help, man. But look, man, we appreciate you coming up. I appreciate you not sliding into my DMs on some soft behavior bullshit.
Oh, this guy, the threat or JDF's assistance is shouting. That's part of interacting on social media. I'm sorry. I expect that behavior because your channel's entertaining. You're spreading my message about David Yost. People need to hear what he did. People are spending good money on him. They need to know, okay, he did this. I won't cancel him, which is unrealistic. But maybe I won't get those extra 5 pictures. Maybe I'll just get the group picture signed because I have OCD and I need the whole collection completed. That's not canceling him, but that's people making informed decisions at cons because it's happening with ASJ with his behavior. People are put off by what he did. People are making decisions. They may not cancel him outright, but they're making decisions, and that's their right to do so. And people need to know about David Yost and what he did because it's bullshit what he did.
All right.
And people will make their own decisions.
Someone said, it isn't hard to restore that tape. You got money.
I got money.
Oh, it is difficult. People think it's so easy to find that video footage. Trust me, if I had it in my hand, I would have played it the minute I had it. But it's just so difficult because he made sure it was deleted off the camera, not off the phone. So.
All right, Brent. Thank you, man. You keep staying resilient out here. Any
Stay
last
resilient.
message to your haters, your detractors? Make it quick.
Oh, it's normal to have haters, especially when this is a pro JDF narrative channel. When I've said things that are opposed to him, and I've quote unquote stood up for him at cons against JDF, against Steve, who's his supposedly was a good friend of his, to where he was invited to the funeral. I asked about Zachary Taylor McGinnis. He was a coward. He hid behind security at a con not even the same con. He had security talk to me saying, "You better not talk to Steve about Zachary Taylor McGinnis, or you might be banned." A coward. But if I see Steve again, I will ask the same question. You want to talk to me face to face, Steve? Say that. Oh, stop asking about that. I'll be like, no. I will keep asking about it.
Let him cook.
Because I need to hear from you. Because who knows what the security? He might be lying, but you better be ready. If I ask you about Zachary Taylor McGinnis, don't pull that coward bullshit.
Ooh, all right, Brent. Go ahead.
Because he was a good friend of yours. He was a good friend of JDF's, to where he was invited to the freaking funeral. So it's a fair question. And you're at a con. Your booking agent is part of your business, and your booking agent was involved in your con business, booking your gig at the con. It's fair game. Now, you may not like it, and that's your problem. But I'll continue asking those questions. If people want to say, "Oh, you shouldn't ask those questions," let it go, or whatever. No, those questions are fair game, and I'll keep asking those questions because I don't want to support people who. I don't want to give money to people who say those type of things. Bunch of nonsense.
All right, that's Brent. Everybody, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you.
All right, thank you.